Suckling, we're going to have to leave it right there. Joining me now is that representative, Steve Pearce of New Mexico, who warns that calling the lizard an endangered species would destroy jobs and hurt the economy. Congressman, you heard it right there. You heard Mr. Suckling tell us that, yes, he does, in fact, suggest that no oil drilling go on where the lizard lives. Tell us your side of the story.
Well, actually, 83% of the wells in the Roswell Field District are in the lizard habitat area. 4,000 wells. What the basic truth is you were getting at, he avoided, is that they bring lawsuits in order to get their lawyers paid. The taxpayer gets to pay $350 to $500 an hour for every hour that their lawyers sue the American people, sue the government, and we reimburse them. They kill jobs with lawsuits, and they do it all the time. The Delta smelt killed 27,000 jobs in the San Joaquin Valley. Now we get our vegetables from around the world, places that spray pesticides that we're not allowed to spray, so our food supply is less safe, our jobs are gone, and the economy in that area is wrecked. The same thing with the salmon up in the Northwest, the same thing with the sagebrush. There are examples after examples. Even the Center for Biological Diversity website says they intend to bring over 1,000 petitions this year to list new species. You can just imagine the number of lawyers that are going to be suing on behalf of these, and the taxpayer repaying them all at $350 an hour up.
Congressman, Mr. Suckling basically called you a liar. He's saying you're lying about your numbers, are you?
No, we're not lying about the numbers. Absolutely. Fear is going through the oil fields now, through the agriculture community. The listing says, the potential listing says that anything that disturbs the ground, the lizard might not walk across it. It might not step across an area where a pipeline lays or where a road lays. And so you can imagine that anything that disturbs the surface would be sued by this same group, their lawyers being reimbursed by the government. They'd be sued to stop even driving on the surface. No lines planted in the ground because the lizard might not walk across it. It's this sort of game, this game that they're playing with the American economy. We're killing our jobs.
Before I lose you, I'd like to get this full screen up. Moses or Menace, this is Backpacker Magazine, fairly, I guess, an environmentally friendly magazine, calling Mr. Suckling and his group, quote, over the past decade, the Center for Biological Diversity's campaign to save the threatened plants and animals has shut down logging, ranching, ORVing, and development on 38 million acres of public land across the West. So there is an environmental magazine that agrees with you, sir.
Well, that's true. And again, we see the lawsuits in the West. They're killing the American West with their radical strategies. This is no different here. Now, keep in mind that this lizard has a cousin that is not being listed as endangered. To tell the difference, you have to roll them on their stomach to count the scales from their elbow up to their shoulder, and one has one more scale. I've asked the Fish and Wildlife to provide the DNA difference. They say they're not able to do that. I don't think there's any science that shows that this species should be listed.
All right, we're going to say thank you to Congressman Steve Pearce. So who wins, the lizard or the prices of gas at the pump? Joining me now is Fox News senior legal analyst and host of Free